Hello, this is Annette Anderson, Libertarian candidate for Commissioner Precinct 2, Bexar County Commissioner. We are at my announcement and fundraising party. We have several people that have attended. Got 3 tables right now. Come on through. There is no Republican candidate running in this race, so there is 1 Libertarian and 2 Democrats that are running. After the primaries, there'll be 1 Democrat, very likely Paul Elizondo. So what is the difference between him and I? Well, obviously, he's been in office for 30-something years, 8 terms, nicknamed Godfather of Bexar County because everybody is afraid of him. Well, with myself, I believe in transparency. I go to the commissioners' meetings so that way I can find out what's going on, because right now they have it live, they don't have it recorded, and if they do, it's archived and you have to ask specifically what's at the meetings and which one, so it's hard to get a hold of it. If you're not at the meetings or watching from your home on the streaming video, you have a hard time in knowing what's going on at the court. I've been there when they've given money to the sheriff's department when one of their representatives said they didn't need the money, but they still gave them the money. They're trying to be very good friends. I've also been there when they were doing the county court at law race candidates, no, justice of the peace candidates, sorry. And instead of having everybody know what questions are being asked of the 3 candidates that they had left, they actually had them in another room asking questions. In the middle of a regular meeting, they went to executive to ask the questions. Now, what are they hiding these candidates that they don't want to hear? Or maybe it's just, I'm your friend, I'm going to vote for you, but we got to wait here another 10 minutes before we tell them which one we're deciding. You don't know because none of the people got to see what was going on. I have run in the past as a Republican with the Bexar County Christian Coalition and state rep and, not state rep, but the delegates for state. But I started realizing as time passed that neither the Democrat or the Republican really understood who I was. There's different parts of them that I disagree with, and they both seem to fight over each other. They're trying to say, I want it my way. You have to do it my way. And they're both doing it. It's not one or the other. They're both doing it. Come on. I'm not going to hold the bathroom. Come on. You're welcome to come by too. Okay. But as a Libertarian candidate, the different principles that we believe, personal freedoms, limited government, and freedom of speech and expression are my principle 3. I live my life where everybody has a right to live their life the way they see fit, as long as it's consenting adults and it harms no one. And there's so many different parts of society that affects. Different religious, different alternative lifestyles. And I believe that I am a bridge to all the different lifestyles, all the different ways to believe. So because of that, I want to be able to listen to all sides. I don't want to be only on one side, not listening to the other. I have been at different events where everybody feels that their side is the only side that's going to matter and that you have to listen to their side. No, as a Libertarian, I want to listen to all sides. I want to be there so that way people can talk to me. One of the things that I'm implementing if become commissioner is a liaison project where there is a northwest and a west side location liaison, because that's the 2 areas Precinct 2 incorporates. There would be the main liaison for each. They each have different benefits and neighborhoods, so it really matters to have a different person for each location. And under each liaison is 3 neighborhood leaders for roads and crime, neighborhoods, and community resources. So because of that, I'm also going to be looking for people within the precinct that would like to be a part of that. Right now, we have some people that are considering some of the West Side liaisons as a team so they can work together. That's not in stone in case anybody's interested. But right now, I have my husband as the streets liaison not because he's my husband, but because as a driver, he knows the area, he knows San Antonio. You tell him a street, he knows the zip code and things of that sort. So it's because he's qualified. And that's the way I feel any job should be. If you're qualified for the job, doesn't matter if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're a pastor or LGBT, it doesn't matter. Your job is based on experience, qualifications, and character. That's what matters. Come on through. I want to be somebody that everybody can talk to. Putting a liaison between me and the people means I'm always going to have them talking to me about what's going on, which is the way I want it. I don't want to get into office and have everybody believe that I'm just going to be in office never listening to the people. I want to listen to the people. I'm putting in place a way to where I'm going to listen to the people, and I don't have to. It's my choice, because I think the whole idea of running for public office has a lot to do with doing what the people wants and doing what you know is best for the community. It's not about living off the people, being a career politician, not about putting anybody's money in your pockets so that way you can make decisions based on special interests and certain groups in the community. It needs to be about transparency. The people need to know what's going on so they can have a say in what's going on. So if anybody's interested in being involved, if anybody's interested in telling their friends, if anybody's interested in donating, anything can help. So I would really appreciate your support, and have a good time, and we'll see you in November, because as a Libertarian, we are not part of the primaries. We are elected through convention, where the active Libertarian Party members will elect those that are nominees for the party. So I will see everybody in November.
If people want to know how to participate in the Libertarian Party convention or the third party, like the Green Party convention, how would they do that?
Well, they would probably go to their website. The Bexar County is lpbear.org. And our meeting is going to be March the 11th. And that way they do not participate in the primaries, then they can have a chance to participate in the convention. And that way the people that are deciding who should be the nominees are going to be the active members, not just anybody because they have a D or an L or an R or whatever, or G or whatever letter that they have. It's those that are active that gets to decide who's going to be on the ballot. And that's the way it should be anyways. Does anybody have any questions? Just to let you know, one of my main topics that I have is I'm against the toll roads. That is a thing that San Antonio does not want, Bexar County does not want. Right, and Elizondo and Nelson Wolf has been pushing that. And so I don't think either one of them needs to stay because they're not doing the will of the people. I'm trying to get involved in finding candidates that are against toll roads. So that way, if we've got 3 candidates that are against toll roads in Bexar County, it's kind of difficult for San Antonio to enforce toll roads when they have to stop at city limits and they don't get the support from the county. So it's very likely they can just knock it all out of the park right there. And with the judge, Precinct 2 and Precinct 4 all up for grabs this time, this one race can make a difference on the will of the people.